better watch out if your enemy's a road ahead of full prophecy to be the greatest beast the world has ever seen. I feed him every day like the bones clean. I feed him all the hate and he grows me, and he gets claws real big, pissed off quick, and if you cross him you might drop dead. Metaphorically, of course, settling the score, never getting bored, loves the blood and gore, always wanting more, feeding from the source. They don't really understand until they feel the force departed. If you start shit, you'll be heartless in the darkness, torn apart quick, you left scars ripped, you'll be chewed up and discarded. And this world ain't right, won't accept it. Negative energy, I expect it. Once it's in your mind, it's infectious. So fight for your life and reject it. You better give me space, I'm protective. My adrenaline spikes when I'm threatened. And if you stay in my way, I'm aggressive. Cause when there's no exit, I'll kill when I'm desperate.
Welcome everyone to Monday Night Raw. We are just a couple of days away from Money in the Bank this Sunday, and we're kicking things off hot. We have our last of the men's qualifiers here on Raw. Of course, there's 2 spots to fill in that men's qualifier. The final one will take place this Friday on SmackDown, but we'll be seeing who the 4th and final superstar from Raw will be to join the men's Money in the Bank. So far, we've seen Finn Balor's teammate in the Judgment Day, Dominic Mysterio, qualify. We've seen Cody Rhodes, the man Finn Balor, beat at SummerSlam and has been in a fierce rivalry with. And we've seen Xavier Woods also advance from Monday Night Raw into the Money in the Bank ladder match. Also from SmackDown, we've seen Grayson Waller, Cameron Grimes and Bronson Reed all booked their spots in the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. Will it be the Prince Finn Balor who will take up that 7th spot in the men's ladder match here tonight, or will it be his opponent? Like I mentioned, Finn Balor's teammate Dominic Mysterio was able to advance. His fierce rival in Cody Rhodes advanced over another member of the Judgment Day in Damian Priest. So far, Judgment Day members are 1-1 in qualifying for the Money in the Bank ladder match. Will Balor be able to make it 2 members of the Judgment Day in the ladder match? But it will not be easy for the Prince here tonight. He's got a tough challenge ahead of him if he wants to book his spot at Money in the Bank. As we see Balor pointing the guns down the camera, he's got his sights set on entering that ladder match this Sunday. Like I said, he's got a tough challenge ahead of him in the form of his opponent tonight. It is none other than Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Gargano. Our first time seeing Gargano on Raw, but we have seen him take part here before at SummerSlam. He was involved in that 5-way matchup which Ali won for the Intercontinental Championship. We have not seen Gargano in action on Monday nights yet, but we have seen him lose that Intercontinental Championship match, but he's looking to get things back on track here tonight, and he's looking to go to Money in the Bank. Will it be Finn Balor, or will it be Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Gargano, who takes that final spot for Raw in the men's Money in the Bank ladder match? What a matchup this will be here to kick things off on Monday Night Raw. Johnny Wrestling, the Prince, Finn Balor. We are about to get this matchup underway. This should be a good one. Both men set their sights on Money in the Bank, but only one man can get there. Referee calls for the bell, and Gargano charging after Balor, and Balor blocking and getting the right hand off, and a big brainbuster drops Gargano on his head early. Balor in control now, but Gargano Irish whip sends Finn onto the apron, and Gargano dropkick sends Balor crashing down to the floor. Like I said, Dominic Mysterio of the Judgment Day already advancing, and crunchy on the floor. Then Cody Rhodes, Balor's big rival, who we've seen Balor beat at SummerSlam, advancing over Judgment Day's Damian Priest. Can Balor join Dominic, or will he be joining Damian in the losers line? But Balor able to fight out This match has been mostly Gargano from the start, but Sling Blade on the floor by Finn. And Finn just taunting Gargano now, but may have cost him, but Balor boot up to the midsection now with the chops and the clothesline. Drops Johnny Gargano. Gargano in trouble now. Balor looks to pick up Johnny. Gargano boot to the midsection. Lock up. Irish whip sends Balor into the barricade. Gargano back into the ring. Referee up to a count of 8. And Balor's back in now. Lock up. Irish whip sends Gargano. And a big stomp by Balor. And a drop kick to the back of the head of Gargano. Balor in control, but Gargano back to his feet. Blocked by Finn. And a big shots. Balor. Forearm strike. Gargano boot to the midsection now. Johnny, Irish whip, sends Finn off the ropes. Come together in the middle now. Balor gains control. Grappling sends Gargano onto the ropes. Elbow by Gargano. Now Johnny wrestling. Gets Finn up. Michinoku driver and goes for the cover. Hook of the leg. 1. Only a 1 count. Finn kicking out. He knows what's at stake. And a big right hand from Balor turns things around. Balor has Gargano in the corner. Finn setting up Gargano. He's in position for the big drop kick. And Gargano may have hit the back of his head off the turnbuckle. Goes for the cover. There's Balor to 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Finn Balor not able to put away Johnny Gargano. And now looking for Bloody Sunday, but Gargano with the reversal. Balor back in control. Sling Blade takes down Gargano. Balor rolling through into a drop kick. Gargano nips up though. An Irish whip from Balor sends Johnny into the corner. The chop from Finn sends Gargano down into the drop kick. And Balor is in control. The stomp and the kick. And another stomp from Balor. And again, Finn in control. Gargano rolling to the ropes. Trying to create some distance. But Balor coming at him with the right hand. But Gargano with the right hand. And he springs back in. Went for the super kick. Balor blocks. Irish whip. And a stomp. Caving in the chest of Gargano there. And Finn Balor is in control. And he goes up to the turnbuckle. Big splash misses. The splash misses. Gargano picks the leg. Balor kicks off. And a big German suplex from Johnny Gargano. Gargano in control now. Could be Gargano going to Money in the Bank. Goes for the cover. 1. Only a 1 count. Gargano can't believe it. He thought he'd done enough. Balor wisely rolling out of the ring. And now the big headbutt by Finn. And Balor going up top. Is he going to look for the coup de grace? And he connects. Gargano tried to roll out of the way, but Balor hits the coup de grace. 1, 2, 3. Finn Balor is going to Money in the Bank. As we take a look at the highlights in this one, what a matchup that was to kick things off here on Raw. Both Finn Balor, Johnny Gargano leaving it all on the line here tonight to book their spot in that Money in the Bank ladder match. But only one man could advance, and that man was Finn Balor, the Prince. Heads to the Money in the Bank ladder match Sunday. But after a hellacious match like that, you gotta wonder, will Balor be fully recovered come Sunday? But Finn has qualified, and he is the 7th man to book his spot in the Money in the Bank ladder match. And what a start to Raw. We've had Finn Balor booking his spot in the men's Money in the Bank ladder match with an impressive victory over Johnny Gargano. We also heard from Charlotte Flair saying she's coming for revenge on Rhea Ripley after Rhea's attack on her. And also Seth Rollins saying he's going to bring back up this Sunday to his match against Bray Wyatt because he knows Uncle Howdy will be getting involved. So he's going to bring the #1 student from his Black and Brave wrestling school, Nathan Fraser. Well, that is Sunday, and speaking of Sunday, we got one more spot to fill in the women's ladder match. Katana Chance will be in action tonight. Of course, we see Caden Carter with her. Caden was defeated in her qualifier by Alexa Bliss, but can Katana do what Caden did and book a spot in the ladder match? Like I said, Caden defeated by Alexa Bliss, also qualifying for the Women's Money in the Bank. Nikki ASH, Asuka, Liv Morgan, Gigi Dolan, JC Jane and Becky Lynch. And who will it be taking that 8th and final spot in this women's ladder match this Sunday? Will it be Katana Chance? Or will it be Tiffany Stratton? Of course, our first time seeing Katana in action here. Of course, she accompanied Caden to ringside for a match against Alexa, just like how Caden is doing here for Katana. Or will it be Tiffany Stratton? We have seen Tiffany once before compete here in Raw. It was a fatal 4-way matchup that was leading to the SummerSlam matchup where Charlotte Flair would go on to defeat Zelina Vega to become Raw Women's Champion. Tiffany was in the fatal 4-way that was won by Zelina. Of course, although Candice LeRae and Tamina Snuka were in that fatal 4-way. But will she do what she didn't do in that fatal 4-way and get the victory in advance? Will it be Tiffany? Will it be Chance? One spot left in the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. We're about to find out the field here as Tiffany sends Katana face first into the turnbuckle, and now choking Katana is Tiffany Stratton. Now Tiffany in control, stomp to the arm, and now just working over Katana. Chance is Stratton, and Tiffany looking to make it Tiffy time here on Raw. Now Stratton up on the top rope, went for a maneuver off the top, but Katana able to reverse out of the way, and Katana looking to use her speed advantage here. As Katana dropkick to the back of Tiffany. Katana, she's not the tallest, but she has that speed and the agility to outmaneuver a lot of the superstars here in Raw. But Tiffany with the roll up could be about to steal it. 1 count only. Katana gets the shoulder up. And a big kick to the spine of Katana. Chance by Tiffany Stratton, but Katana back to her feet. Snapmare takes down Stratton. And Katana with the drop kick. And a big forearm by Katana. And a big spinning splash. Now Katana just throwing Tiffany around the ring. And a drop kick to the side of the face. Now Katana working over Tiffany. And again working the arm, now goes for a cover. Tiffany in the ropes, gets the rope break. Now what's Katana going for? She looks like she's setting Tiffany up for something. Stratton though, boot to the midsection, turns it around. Big Frankensteiner. Now Tiffany Stratton in control of Katana Chance. Tiffany rolling into the armbar. Maybe it looks like a disarmer, maybe sending a message to Becky Lynch, one of the competitors in the Women's Money in the Bank match. Now Tiffany wisely going after Katana, sending her head first to the floor on the outside. And a big German suplex by Tiffany. And a drop kick. And again just choking Katana Chance's Tiffany Stratton. Katana again turns things around, sends Tiffany into the ring. Tiffany back to her feet though. An Irish whip sends Katana off the ropes. Big scoop slam. And that could be it. Tiffany thinks it's enough. One. Only a 1 count. Not enough to keep Katana Chance down. Now just stomping away on Katana is Tiffany. And a leg drop by Stratton. And she's clapping her hands. She thinks she's all but confirmed it. And a standing moonsault. The standing moonsault by Tiffany. Irish whip sends Katana into the corner. A forearm. And then she's going to go for the big spinning splash. 1, 2, 3. And that is it. Tiffany Stratton has defeated Katana Chance. As we take a look at that splash once again, giving Tiffany the 3 count. As Tiffany Stratton is the final woman to confirm her spot for the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match this Sunday. It will be Tiffany Stratton, JC Jane, Alexa Bliss, Nikki ASH, Asuka, Becky Lynch, Liv Morgan, and Gigi Dolan in the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. And we just heard from the Intercontinental Champion Ali, saying Logan Paul got lucky last week with that attack. But Sunday, and Money in the Bank, when they meet one-on-one, face-to-face in the ring, Logan won't get so lucky, but we turn our attention to the World Heavyweight Championship picture, as it is last chance for Drew McIntyre. Drew lost in the World Title Tournament to Gunther at SummerSlam inside of the steel cage. He then lost a couple of weeks ago on Monday Night Raw against Ludwig Kaiser in a match where if Drew won, he would have become #1 contender. Drew's foot, however, was under the rope that was missed by a referee. So Stone Cold Steve Austin giving Drew one last chance to earn his #1 contendership for this Sunday, as Drew must be the 3rd member of Imperium that I haven't mentioned yet. Giovanni Vinci. Pressure is on Drew McIntyre. Win, and you go to Money in the Bank and face Gunther 1-on-1. Lose, and you go to the back of the line. As here comes Imperium's Giovanni Vinci, and I'm sure he isn't coming alone, as we see flanked by the ring general, your world champion Gunther, and a man who beat Drew McIntyre not long ago, Ludwig Kaiser. You gotta wonder, has Vinci been learning from Kaiser and Gunther on how to beat McIntyre? So here come Imperium. And I do gotta wonder, if Drew McIntyre does fail, what does that mean for Gunther in the World Heavyweight Championship at Money in the Bank? Will he not? Will he have a match? Will he defend the belt? I don't know. I guess that would be for something for Austin to figure out. But for Drew McIntyre's sake, we hope we don't get to that. Because after their match at SummerSlam inside the steel cage, I am not against seeing Drew McIntyre step into the ring with Gunther again. But so far, Imperium has had the number of the Scottish Warrior. But will that change here tonight? Like I said, Gunther beating McIntyre at SummerSlam. Kaiser, under controversial circumstances, I will say, with Drew's foot being on the rope, getting the win a couple of weeks ago here on Raw. Will Vinci make it 3 for 3 for Imperium against McIntyre? But McIntyre closing down Vinci in the corner, putting the pressure on early, but Giovanni turning things around. That dropkick to the side of the face of McIntyre. Irish whip sends Drew onto the apron now. McIntyre fighting back as Drew gut wrench, power bomb. This is what McIntyre needs to do if he wants to become #1 contender. Take it to Vinci early. And now he's got that armbar locked in, trying to make him submit. And Vinci wisely getting to the ropes early. And again, Drew just charging at Vinci in the corner. Drew not wasting any time. The sidewalk slam into the backbreaker. And then still again into the backbreaker. And a big right hands of Drew. You see the aggression, you see Drew going at Vinci early. He's not wasting any time. Hooks the leg, goes for an early cover, only a 1 count. But Drew keeping the pressure on, but Vinci gets the foot up, hits the knee. Now Gio, hip toss neck breaker by Vinci. But Drew gets caught with the clothesline. Giovanni has turned this around. And it's not looking good for Drew McIntyre, but Drew nips up. Irish whip. Sends Vinci off the rope, misses with the elbow though. And wisely Vinci not charging back in. Vinci gets caught though. McIntyre throws Giovanni around. Now trash talking and a big drop kick. And just stomping away. And a big right hand from Drew McIntyre. Drew picking up Giovanni. Spinebuster. Hooks the legs. 1, 2. And Vinci kicks out at 2. So McIntyre is calling for 3, 2, 1. Claymore. And that's busted open Giovanni Vinci. But look at this. Our camera's not picking it up. But Ludwig Kaiser and Gunther distracting the referee. The referee being distracted by Imperium at ringside. They knew that Vinci was down, and you see Drew now talking trash to Ludwig. And that's allowed Giovanni with the German suplex. And now Vinci again go behind. Sidewalk slam. And Ludwig Kaiser may have just saved Giovanni Vinci in this one, because it looked like Drew McIntyre was just seconds away after that Claymore from going to Money in the Bank and challenging the Ring General. That distraction has allowed Vinci to get back into this one as he rolls through the rolling fireman's carry. But Drew catches the boot. And now Drew looking to use his size and his strength, just throws Giovanni Vinci across the ring. But once again, Ludwig providing the distraction, allowing Vinci to get back into this one. The Irish whip sends McIntyre off the ropes. Glasgow Kiss. The Glasgow Kiss, that headbutt by Drew. And now going to work on the knee of Giovanni. Wisely Vinci trying to create separation, rolling out onto the apron, but McIntyre not allowing Giovanni to recover, but Giovanni looks for the springboard drop kick, connects. And what a main event matchup this has been, as Giovanni with the power bomb. And it looks like Drew McIntyre's World Championship hopes are fading here, because Vinci spinning power bomb sits out into the cover. 1, 2, and Drew kicks out. Vinci cannot believe it. Vinci cannot believe it. I thought that was 3 as well. I thought Drew McIntyre's title hopes were gone. But Drew fighting. He knows what is on the line. He knows what's at stake. Win and you are #1 contender. And that's diving DDT from the top rope to the floor from Giovanni Vinci. And now Vinci just trash talking Drew on the floor while driving that boot into the midsection. And McIntyre could be in trouble as Vinci sends McIntyre back into the ring. Now taking his time, going to the top rope. Oh, messes with the frog splash. Vinci misses with the frog splash, big boot. Drew trying to fight back into this one. The chops firing away. And a big suplex. McIntyre, he's turned this around. Big right hands from Drew. And you see Gunther and Kaiser on the outside. They're not happy. They can't believe this. They thought Vinci had it. Drew turning it around. And Giovanni wisely rolling to the floor. Drew trying to get the crowd on the feet around him. And a big dive to the floor. Drew McIntyre with the big dive. Drew picks up Vinci right hand. And a German suplex on the floor. Right in front of the ring general. And McIntyre now. Big knee to the side of the head. And Drew sends Giovanni back in. And this could be trouble for Vinci. Glasgow kiss, no! Countered into the uppercut. Boot to the midsection. Oh, suplex into the powerbomb. What a main event matchup this has been. Boot to the midsection. Spinning. Powerbomb. And the ring general's loving it because he knows that Drew McIntyre is done for. Cover. 1, 2. And Drew taken out. Giovanni cannot believe it. I can't believe it. Gunther can't believe it. But Vinci keeping the pressure on McIntyre. Bear hug. Vinci trying to squeeze the life out of McIntyre. But with everything at stake, will McIntyre give up? No, he's fighting out of it. Drew knows what is on the line. He knows what's at stake. Trying to keep in this one. Big clothesline. Second clothesline. Ducks under. Big diving clothesline. McIntyre goes for the cover here. 1, 2. And Vinci kicking out. Drew cannot believe it. He thought he was #1 contender. McIntyre. Claymore. Claymore. Counted. Drew McIntyre's your #1 contender. 1, 2, 3. Drew McIntyre victorious in this hellacious contest over Giovanni Vinci. As we take a look back at the highlights, the Claymore, the put down Vinci. Drew will face Gunther Sunday for the World Championship. Drew is your #1 contender. Well, the ring general is going to be happy what he's seen from Vinci. Vinci doing a lot of damage to Drew. That hellacious contest in the main event, not enough. Keep Drew McIntyre down though. This Sunday will be Gunther versus McIntyre for the world title. We are out of time. See you Friday for SmackDown. See you Sunday for Money in the Bank and Drew McIntyre versus Gunther.